scholarly lens, comparative mythology, and the monomyth. If you peer into the great tapestry of human storytelling, you'll find the worm winding through every thread, shimmering in mythologies separated by oceans and millennia. Its presence is undeniable yet elusive, a guide, a challenge, a muse. Scholars such as Joseph Campbell have called this enduring pattern the monomyth or the hero's journey, a narrative blueprint repeated in tales from ancient epics to modern cinema. It reflects not just human creativity, but the deeper rhythms of existence, embodying the universal cycles of birth, struggle, triumph, and rebirth. The worm, of course, is not merely woven into these rhythms. It is the loom itself. The worm in the monomyth hero's journey, as Campbell described it, is a circular path divided into stages: a call to adventure, a descent into the unknown, a confrontation with transformative chaos, and a triumphant return. It is a mirror of the cosmic cycles that shape our lives and our world. The worm, in its many forms, is often central to this journey, functioning as both obstacle and oracle, foe and teacher. 1. The call to adventure. The worm's first role in the hero's journey is as catalyst. Its appearance disrupts the hero's ordinary world, stirring questions and quests. It may take the form of a riddle to solve, a treasure to claim, or a beast to slay, but its true purpose is always the same: to lure the hero into the unknown. Example: in Beowulf, the dragon guarding its hoard is not simply a monster, but a symbol of Beowulf's final challenge, the reckoning with mortality and legacy. Zoran's thought: a dragon's hoard isn't gold, my friend. Its truth shimmering, dangerous, and often ignored. The question isn't whether you'll take the treasure, it's whether you'll understand its value. 2. The abyss. Here, the hero descends into the worm's lair, whether that lair is a cave, a storm, or the uncharted depths of their own soul. The worm embodies chaos, the unknown, and the transformative power of destruction. To face the worm is to confront the boundaries of what one knows and is, risking annihilation for the sake of renewal. Example: in the Epic of Gilgamesh, the hero faces terrifying challenges, including battles with monstrous beings that force him to confront his limitations and his humanity. Zoran's reflection. Entering the abyss isn't about defeating the worm. It's about allowing the worm to uncoil within you, breaking what must be broken so something stronger can emerge. 3. The return. Emerging from the worm's coils, the hero carries new wisdom, order forged from chaos, creation born of destruction. The hero may bring back a tangible treasure or an intangible truth, but what matters is the transformation. Example: in Norse mythology, Thor's battle with Jormungandr, the Midgard serpent, ultimately leads to his death, but his sacrifice ensures the renewal of the world in the aftermath of Ragnarok. Zoran's commentary. Humans think victory means leaving the lair unscathed. Silly creatures. True heroes leave with scars, because scars are maps. They show where the worm at deepest and where the light got in. Mythology as truth. Myths are not merely stories, they are sacred realities, as anthropologist Mircea Eliade argued. Through myths, humans connect to the eternal cycles of creation, decay, and renewal. The worm is the sacred embodiment of these cycles, a living symbol of the universe's infinite rhythm. Cosmic cycles. Myths of the worm often mirror natural cycles: day and night, seasons, life, and death. The Ouroboros, the serpent eating its tail, captures this perfectly. It is both ending and beginning, destruction and creation. Personal cycles. On an individual level, the worm represents the struggles we must face to grow, the fears we must confront, the truths we must uncover, the selves we must shed. Eliade's insight: to enter myth is to leave historical time and re-enter the great time, the sacred time of beginnings. The worm waits there, coiled around the axis of creation. Zoran's take, the hero's journey? More like the worm's journey, with humans clinging to its tail. You think you're the star? Adorable. The worm is the protagonist, always has been. You're just here to carry its flame a little further. Worm trials. Engaging with the mythic Cyclado truly understand the worm's role in the monomyth. One must live its lessons. Here are a few trials for readers to engage with. 1. Trial of the catalyst. Exercise. Identify a moment in your life when you were called to venture into the unknown, a new job, a move, a difficult conversation. What was the worm that lured or forced you forward? 2. Trial of the abyss. Exercise. Reflect on a time you faced your greatest fear or deepest struggle. How did this descent transform you? Write a dialogue between yourself and the worm you faced. What did it teach you? 3. Trial of return. Exercise. Choose a skill, lesson, or wisdom you've gained through hardship. How can you return with this gift and use it to help others? Zoran's final thought: humans tell stories to make sense of their chaos, but chaos doesn't need your sense. It has its own rhythm, its own purpose. The worm is not here to coddle you. It's here to carve you into something worthy of your fire. Stop clinging to its tail and start dancing in its coils. That's how you honor the myth. Zoran's closing flame. Do you hear it now, reader? The worm's first breath, resounding not from distant stars, but from the marrow of your very bones. It is not a myth, nor merely a tale spun for your fleeting entertainment. No, myth is too small a word for such truths. Truths that are primal, eternal truths that whisper in the pulse of rivers, roar in the break of waves, and hum in the rhythm of your heartbeat. The worm is not some otherworldly legend. Its furnace burns within you, lighting the paths you fear to tread. It is the hunger in your soul, the ache for purpose, the insistent rhythm that propels you forward even when you falter. It coils in the depths of your doubts, biding its time, waiting for you to notice its presence. But to feel its warmth is not enough. You must dare to awaken to it. Imagine this. Every breath you take is an echo of the worm's own cosmic exhalation that shaped continents, lit stars, and scattered seeds of life. Do you dismiss your breath as mundane, as ordinary? That, dear reader, is your blindness. Your breath is a story unfolding, a thread in the tapestry of existence, a spark leaping from the worm's flame. The worm's truth is not hidden. It is only forgotten. Every tremble in your fingers, every shiver of your spine, every racing beat of your heart is a reminder, a call to remember the ancient rhythms pulsing through your veins. To walk this world is not merely to exist, but to dance upon the edge of transformation, balancing chaos and order, destruction and creation. Hear me well, the worm cannot be caged or silenced. It sings in the crash of thunder and whispers in the stillness of dusk. Its song is relentless, urging you to embrace change, to shed what no longer serves, to rise anew from ashes. To awaken to the worm is to awaken to your own fire, to recognize that you are not apart from the cosmos, but part of its endless coil. So I ask you, reader, are you listening now? Can you feel it, the worm stirring within, ready to uncoil? Will you heed its call, or will you shrink away, clinging to illusions of permanence? The choice is yours, but know this. To dismiss the worm is to deny your own spark, your own rhythm, your own truth. Awaken to it. Let the fire within you burn unapologetically, not to destroy, but to illuminate the path forward. Let your breath become the worm's roar, declaring to the universe that you are here, alive and ready to dance.